guys, I gotta get to the part, the best part, which everyone's gonna be talking about, which is the male nudity, the male frontal nudity in the movie. I feel like that's the most male frontal nudity I've seen in a movie, at least that kind of movie, you know?
Yes.
So how did that feel? Like, were you guys game for it? How did it feel?
We were like, all right, that scene's coming up. How are you feeling? You know, we were anticipating it.
Yeah.
Because it was a big, like, we had fake penises on, but we were still naked.
Yeah.
And they looked like real penises, so you may as well just be, it was as if you're just naked.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was something like, I was nervous until we shot the scene, and then once you're naked,
Yeah.
there's sort of a, it's so naked
Yeah.
that it was very, it felt very casual to be
Yeah.
swimming around naked in the pool for a while.
Yeah.
It's
you
like,
know,
well, they've seen it now. So.
Yeah.
Right,
It
yeah.
was, but yeah, I mean, in the beginning, it was nerve-wracking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yes.
And I also, you know, Adam and I were talking a lot about the preparation that goes into applying a prosthetic. You know, it's not just like putting it on.
Yeah.
Much preparation goes into that.
Right.
It's not all fun and games.
No.
Yeah.
You have to like shave, like all around, like your legs, you know, because there's
Yeah.
attachments and glue. And
Right.
I look like a crop circle.
And did you like, because yours was like bigger, or it was big,
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
but and then yours was smaller. Like,
Yeah.
how did, if you don't mind, how did that work? Like,
Well,
We drew straws.
what?
We drew straws. No, it was just, yeah, it was these two smaller, you know, smaller one and big one. How did it work technically?
yeah,
He'll tell you.
You have to, you know, you put it on. It's kind of like wearing a sports bra, in that it's kind of
Compression.
tightly. Yeah, there's some or compression hose. It's kind of tightly applied, and then it goes right up the back and attaches up here, right?
Yeah.
And you just have this
Near
kind
coccyx.
Of, yep.
That's
Yeah,
like
is that what that is?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, coccyx.
cool.
And you just have it on for hours. And we had the pool up to like 95 degrees, and we just
Yeah.
kind of swam around
Oh, good,
all
yeah.
night. Just
Yeah.
stayed in the pool. It was actually nice.
It was
Yeah.
really nice.
And you guys were talking a little bit about like feeling insecure at first, and in the movie, you're supposed to be totally comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But for you, obviously, and
Yeah.
your character is like very kind of not into it at first.
Yeah.
Can you talk just a little bit about like what it was like for your character, and like it seems like it's exploring different things, because usually we only see women who are in full frontal,
Yeah.
and it's different from
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, you know, the nudity, it's obviously it's a, you know, it gets a reaction when you see it, but it really is a big, it's a big part of this his character's evolution, because
Yeah.
it's kind of like a linchpin, so to speak, in a lot of the things that are happening in his and his wife's stories. So, I mean, I feel bad talking about it. It's your thing, but I mean, it's...
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my character really has this very serious body issue, and him taking all of his clothes off in front of somewhat strangers and his wife, and having pride in his body is the beginning of a completely new chapter in his life, and a completely new identity for himself. And it's the last thing he ever thought would happen that night, going over to his son's friend's house for a pizza night.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he ever thought he would get there. I think this is a guy who just had this body issue and thought he would be ashamed of himself for the rest of his life. He was in this safe relationship with his wife. She'd accepted it, and they'd figured that out. He'd never have to confront this and move on. But there's this guy that's like, come on, man, come on, you gotta come out of your shell, and really kind of pushes him to this new place where he's feeling like he loves his body. I mean, that's what, you know, the kind of nude scene, it's super funny and it's kind of an easy thing to talk about and stuff. But I think in the context of the movie, it's actually a very sweet, kind of powerful moment that Patrick wrote about this guy who needs to turn this page in his life, and this guy that kind of helps him do that.
Yeah, it's very refreshing. I like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.